Hi there, everyone. I just wanted to show you a few things. This is just a crude video to show you the seed delivery ticket that we threw together in Excel. For those that want to continue to use the paper version, they can certainly do that. This is just another option for those that wanted to do this in Excel. I'm going to send out an email. Everyone should get a link here that if you click on, the Excel file is on the SharePoint directory. If you click on, you'll come up to this and you hit open, and it'll should pop open the spreadsheet. It might ask you for a username and password. Your username would just be your first name followed by your last initial, or you can use your Seedware username and stuff too. If you do use your computer username and password, it's the computer name and password, not your email name and password. So, like I said, Seedware can also be used. If you have any questions or problems getting on there, just let us know. When you pull open the document, you can. I would first probably do a save it as a template. If you click enable, file, save as, you can do a save as and make it an Excel template. I would just put it on your desktop, and then you've got it there. The nice thing about having a template is that every time you double click on it and open it up, it gives you a fresh, clean sheet, versus if you use just a regular spreadsheet, it actually you'd have to delete off the prior information all the time. So this allows you to get a good fresh, clean each time, or fresh sheet each time. Once you're in the sheet, it's pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, you've got the dealer name, customer information. I'll just kind of jump through a few of these things. The one thing I wanted to show here is on the customer information. If you type in an address, city and state, and zip code, we'll put in 50420. One thing it'll do is it'll recognize the last 5 digits of this field, in this case 50420, and compare that to your zone to do a double check to make sure you have the correct zone. We know here this is zone 14. We'll key that in, and that's fine. But one thing it should do is that if you have, let's say you put in another zone, it'll say, okay, Alexander, Iowa isn't in zone 11, so it says zone doesn't match the customer zip. That's fine if that is the case, and you have a one-off where someone's right on the border where their billing zip code is different than the farm. That's fine. It's just that it does kind of give you some feedback there and let you know that you might want to double check that if for some reason that's off. Here you can key in the date and your order number if you want to tie it in with Seedware and everything. Obviously, you've got a slot for your RSM name and everything. Here's where you can key in your product information. Hopefully, we've got all the products there for you. If let's say let's take a Double Pro and click on that. One thing, when you do that, it'll pop up obviously the gross or the maximum price, but it will, based off of the zone that you put in this case zone 14, it'll show the $5 discount here. And then if you put in 120 units or whatever, it will then fill in this area here, and then your amount, so 120 times the net of 279 makes it the 33,480. You have your other options here for seed size. If that doesn't matter, just leave it blank. Otherwise, you have an option here to put in some seed sizes. Same with the package types. By default, it's probably bag, but if you have a preference for something else, you can do that. Same with the treatment type. In this case, it's a Monsanto non-smart stack, so it's going to be an Acceleron 250 seed treatment. That's pretty much your only option for that one, but you can just leave it blank. There's no treatment cost on this. By contrast, I wanted to show you a soybean. Let's do a Double Pro. A Roundup 2. It pops up the price here, the gross retail on that individual product, and let's say we're doing 360 units of that. Obviously, there's no zone discount here. Seed size is irrelevant. Packaging, it does now add in a true bulk option on soybeans if that's something that's being requested. The treatment type, then you can see you have either none, Soy Shield, or Soy Shield Plus. If you put in Soy Shield Plus, for example, it'll put in your $12 here and add that in and put that into your total. On all of these things, they're set up so that there's a formula in a lot of these fields, but you can overwrite them. So if I didn't want to do $12 and I wanted to do $10, I can do that. Or make it, or bump it up more, make it 14. You could certainly do that however you wanted. Just beware when you do that, it would knock out the formula in the background. So if you go ahead and change that, it's going to stick with whatever you've put in there because you've now kind of overridden that. So anyway, as these are filled in, it totals it up down here at the bottom. A few things I wanted to show you here in the cash discount thing. If you click in this area, this box, this will show you your list of your cash discounts that you have available to you. In this case, let's say we do the 15%. If we do 15%, this box in here will show how much they would have to pay today to get the 15%. In this case, it shows $50,796 based off of this total. So you can put in, if they're going to pay the full amount, they can do that, and then it'll take the $50,796, knock out the cash, and obviously it should equal then what we've said. If they're going to pay something different, some smaller amount, they can certainly do that as well, and it'll give you the updated total. For customer discounts and stuff, what I try to do is to make all of this area in here pretty wide open so that you can put in whatever you want to put in. If you want customer soybean discount, you could do that, put in 360, and at 360 I think you get to the $3 level. And then you can show it will do the math here and do 360 times the $3. But if you wanted to put in something even in this box and say, thanks for your order, you can certainly do that as well. Put in whatever you want in here. So again, since this is we've got 2 Monsanto products, there's only one box here that's asking for the Monsanto license that's still needs to be filled in. We'll key that in, and we should be good to go. A couple things you can do too is if you wanted to send that as a PDF, you can do a file, save and send, and then send it as a PDF, and then it'll pop it up in your email as a PDF that then you can take and send that to a customer if you want to show them what order you're talking about, and they can take a look at it and go from there. If you have any questions on that, that's kind of the real quick and dirty visual there, so you can kind of see what how to work with a spreadsheet. But if you have questions, or if you find that something's not working, just let us know and we'll be happy to make any adjustments. So thank you very much.